Look at the ice on the paddle.
Morning guys, how are you doing?
Still looks pretty round here. You alright, Nige? You got everything?
Yeah, thank you.
You got your wheels? Hello, inflatable fans! We're in Boroughbridge. We're going to paddle back from Boroughbridge to York. That's the plan. Thank you very much, sir. He's the one with the heavy boat, so the machine and pontoon dipper there, they've got packraft on their back. Marian here has got the EZlite on a trolley, and I've got the Cirrus on my back. Nice. Bit snowy here, bit snowier than it is in York still. Look at that, still light. So it should be a nice trip back. We're expecting a nice clear day, and look at that for a good start. Well, we've just hit our first hurdle. The canal is actually iced up, so we're going to have to try and find some way to launch on the river. Now there is that big weir up there, that's not the direction we're going in. We've got to try and find somewhere down here, which could be a little bit sticky. You are? Yeah, it's alright. Right, so we can't get in from this side, so we're going to have a walk down the bank and see if we can find somewhere like I did last time. If you watched the previous video where I did Boroughbridge to York, you'll know I did a little bit of a rough launch. I was trying to avoid that today, with it being sort of like icy and so on, but it looks like that's what we're doing. You alright?
Yeah, thank you.
Right, I've made it in. It was a bit of a slippery slide in. Didn't film it because I couldn't really. You're almost there, Raph. That's it. Your ass is over the side. Careful, Nigel.
Yeah.
Careful. Told you yours was going to be the awkward one.
Can it freezing up already?
Yeah, yeah. Right, hang on. Let's hold you in, Jim. Let me just get this. Sorry, Raph. Just get out of the way of this bloody branch.
I'm getting in.
That was in. Yeah, that was great. Right, let's hold Nigel in because he's going to be. Make sure you've got your paddle. And he's in. You can stand up there, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all good.
A little bit more secure for you.
Okay, cheers guys.
No worries. So Nigel, bonus points for today's swimmer. And I've caught it on camera. Nice.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah. Right, let's go. You alright?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. You'll dry off. Or freeze, one of the two. It's quite swirly round here. Right, okay, so back to York, roughly 20 miles. Sun sets at 3 o'clock and it's now 8. Well, no, sorry, 4 o'clock now. Sun sets at about 4 o'clock. So we will have a bit of flow to help us. The wind is north-northwesterly, which is roughly the direction that we're travelling in. So it shouldn't be too bad. Get your feet switched on, Jim. Right. So I've got heated socks, Jim's got heated socks, Jim's operate by Bluetooth. He's so flash, I tell you. So as you can see, it's still freezing, be about -2, -3 at the minute. ice is forming on the boat. Yeah, look at that. You what got
The
wet?
jelly cushion.
Oh, you're jelly gushing, so you're starting up, you got a wet bum? Well, wet other than the dry suit.
Yeah.
This is the advantages of dry suits. If you do happen to go for a swim like Nigel did today, at least you're not going to be cold. You'll feel cool for a bit until you warm it up. Right, we've got quite a nice bit of flow on here, only because of the weir. But yeah, it's alright. So as you can see, I'm in the Aquaglide Cirrus. Now, I haven't got this fully inflated today. I only bought the Flex Tail Gear Max boat pump, and that only inflates to 1.7 max. So the tubes are inflated to 1.7 and the drop stitch floor is inflated to 1.7. But it doesn't matter because it still works. And there was something else I was going to say. Oh, and I haven't got the skeg in. I'm totally skegless today. And the reason I haven't put the skeg in is because I've got the packraft boys with me, and I thought, well, they haven't got their skegs in. And actually, do you know what? I like paddling without a skeg. It improves your paddling ability because it teaches you how to paddle in a more uniform manner so that you travel straight. But also it makes your boat a hell of a lot more nimble. And we don't have any wind to worry about today, so you're not going to get weathercocked. It is a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Look at the ice on the banks.
This is the best. This time of day.
It is the best time of day, you're not wrong. It really is lovely. Don't know whether the camera will pick this up, but there's a little bit of low mist on the water there. It looks really cool. And we're just where the canal is. You can see the ice here, look, this is all iced up. Yeah. I don't want to go too far into it, not in this boat, but yeah, you can see that ice. That's what scuppered my plan for the original launch this morning. Ah well. So why am I doing this again, Boroughbridge to York, and I've done it once? Well, the conditions were really good today. The rivers have been in flood and they're just receding, so there's a little bit more flow on it. North-northwesterly wind, which is the direction that these rivers wend in, the Ure and the Use. And also, thought it'd be kind of fun to see if anybody else wanted to have a go too. I've just had a thought, which is, what if the canal at Linton is frozen where we need to Portage? Oh. Stick around and you'll find out. Look at that, it looks lovely down there. I don't think the camera will do this justice, but it really does look stunning. Bit of mist on the water there, huh? The ice on here, look. What we've noticed is in places there are different layers of it going down, and it's where the river levels have dropped and it's frozen and then remained the same, remained there. But yeah, it's frozen here, look. Looks pretty actually. Check this out, look. There's ice actually forming on the paddle. I've never seen that before. Because the paddle's constantly moving through water, so you wouldn't think it had time, but... Oh, that was a bad idea, wasn't it? Silly idiot. You know what I was saying about the ice in layers? Look, there's a prime example. What was you saying, Jim? Shit way to spend a Saturday morning.
Shit way to spend a Saturday morning.
He's right, of course. It's horrible. We should be in bed, not each other's.
Could you sell the hotel? Is the hotel?
Jim's got us all working on a lateral thinking riddle. Anyway, if you want to have a go at it and you know the answer, put it in the comments. Here it is. A man arrives in a hotel in a car. When he gets there, he finds out he's bankrupt. How does he know? Anyway, in other news, this bank here, you can't see them now, but the last time I was down here, there were sand martins coming out of the bank because they nest in this banking here. Snack time. You'd have just shit yourself there, John. So without doing any paddling at the moment, you can drift along at about 1.3, 1.4 miles an hour. That's above the usual flow speed for this area, which is usually just under 1 mile an hour. Anyway, in other news, we're approaching the Dolphin Footbridge near Old Walk. We've done 6 miles so far in around 2 hours. We're not doing too bad. Decided a change of hat was in order because my head was getting quite warm actually. Now, a few people have asked me where they can get one of these inflatable fan hats from. I'll put a link in the pinned comment and description so you can check that out if you want one. They're about 14 quid. So we're just approaching Old Walk toll bridge here. We're going to pull up, stretch our legs. The cars don't have to make a racket as they go across here. It's only a rickety wooden bridge. Right, I've had a Penelope piss stop and we're moving onwards. So at this point we've done, what have we done? 7 miles. So now we're going to head down to Linton and see if the canal's frozen over. It might well be. Look at all that debris underneath the bridge here. Loads of it. It's where it's gathered after the floods. I mentioned the floods, didn't I? See what I mean about the cars going over the bridge? It's just an old wooden rickety bridge. Wow, that's bright. Better. So at this bridge at Old Walk, this is where the Ure starts to transition into the Ouse. So yeah, we're now entering the River Ouse. Right, so we've done about a mile down from Old Walk Bridge, just a little over. There's a sign there on the bank. I'm not going to get overly close because I can't read it anyway from the camera. The left-hand aspect says Ure, the right-hand aspect says Ouse. So whether this is the actual official swapping point where the Ouse and the Ure change over, I'm not really sure. If you look on Google Maps, it happens at Old Walk Bridge. Some horrible places to live down here. Look at these, absolutely awful. Right back river, bloody awful. Wouldn't want to live here, would you? Some more there, look, some more behind the trees. Horrible. Horrible, I tell you. Yeah, I know. I'm stupid. Regulars to this channel will know what I'm looking at right now. Alright, we've spotted
a glory hole.
a glory hole. And we're just wondering whether we can get through that one. It looks like we can. It just depends whether there's something underneath that'll scrape the boat. Jim's just said, he says, why does stuff like this fascinate us? What? We're just big kids.
It is an optical illusion if ever you've had one.
Well, bigger we get pushed in now. Did you rub over something then, Raph? No?
No, it touched me.
Oh.
That's a bit shit, isn't it? That's an optical illusion, that.
It is, yeah. It looked like they were like an archway, didn't it? Are we alright about this distance?
Yeah, you're all good.
We're all good. Especially considering we're in inflatables, thought I'd better check. Yeah. Have you caught anything? Just got here. Well, good luck. I know if you've got stuff to keep you warm. Get a fire going. It's like Duck Central, I was going to say, and they're off. So here we are approaching Linton Marina. So yeah, that's a little bit icy and quite thick actually. Portage. Bit of a long one, this one. Yeah, check that out. That's the slipway. We won't be getting up that in a hurry, would we? So we've got Portage. Jim's got a little hole in his boat. It keeps going down, so they're just having a quick look for it. And we're having a little bit of a bite to it here. I've got a flameless ration pack, steak, vegetables and dumplings. Right, we've dined and it was all right. We've now got 3 hours to do 10 miles. It's about 1:30 now. And when I say 3 hours to do 10 mile, it's because sunset is around 4. As I say, 1:30. So we might be packing up in the dark. Come on, banana boy, we're going. Oh, he said he was a monkey. You see that heron? That's twice that's happened today, where there's been one relatively close on the bank. Right. So 10 miles, 3 hours. So just coming into view, we've got Linton on Ouse. Nice little place. We've got Benningborough Hall just round the bend. Well, I say just round the bend, a bit further down, but it's all part of the Benningborough Hall grounds. You might be able to see some building silhouettes through those trees. We're just approaching the Nun-Moncton area, and this will bring us to roughly, well, I know it's 7 miles from here, not roughly, it's 7 miles from here to York. So look at that, that's a new development since I was last here. 2 trees down in opposing directions. For those of you that have watched the bike rafting video that I did with the PR500, the same craft that Raf's in today, I actually launched from here. This is the Benningborough Hall area. So yeah, that like muddy bankment there where those folks are stood, that's where I launched from. If I just turn round here, just behind the machine there, right, that's the River Nid coming in. And just on that bank on the right hand side, that's where Rob and I camped when we did a paddling camp up here, when I had the Gummatex Twist. So long ago! It seems so long ago. But it's a lovely little area, this. Not much. what it is. There we go, nice pylon, pylon, pylon. Oh, and there's one on the right as well. We are blessed, pylon blessed. Right, so it's just after 3. We've done just over 15 miles and we've got about an hour until sunset. Yeah, we're not going to make it back before dark. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know whether we're going to jump out early and get a taxi back and wrap it up. I don't know yet. But we're not far off though, because it's about 19-20 miles from Boroughbridge to York by river. And as I say, we've done 15, so we're only about 4 to 5 miles away. Helicopter's up there. I think he's coming looking for us. So 16 miles in and we've reached the Poppleton area. So technically we've reached the outskirts of York. 3:30. In an hour it's going to be dark. Starting to get ice on the boat again. So we've gone from being iced up to defrosting to back to being iced up. Double bridge of the day. Double bridge. Right, we've now reached the rail bridges that leave York and then enter York, depending on which way you're going on a train, I guess. Talking bollocks again.
Don't leave London.
So 16.7 miles. About half a mile around this bend we've got the outer ring road, and technically once we're in that we are within the city of York. We'll have made it. Yay! Bit of clouds starting to come in. There we go, there's the A1237 ring road. Pylon. Right, we've done it. Technically we have paddled from Boroughbridge to York. We are now within the city bounds, the city boundary. But we're going to keep going towards the city centre and get a taxi from there, I think. Incoming! Better not shit on the way. As you can see, it's getting darker. My watch has actually died, so I have no idea of time and distance. But we're not too far away from Clifton Bridge, and we're going to get out Marygate area, I think. Kind of got a bit of a red sky sunset, not a strong one, but you can see that, and the moon. The machine's just told me it's 4:15 now, so yeah, give it another 15-20 minutes. It's going to be dark. I might be glad I bought this light with me. I am quite fascinated with the fact that we set off and got iced up, and then kind of thawed out during the day, and now we're back to being iced up. Look how dark it is now. Right, so it'll be about 4:30 now, and there's Clifton Bridge. We've got about 1/4 mile to go. We're going to get out of Marygate. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, with the daft stuff, if you like what I'm doing, by all means, you know, stick a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification if you want to. It just means that you get notified when I upload stuff if you're enjoying it. And I know you wouldn't want to miss out, would you now? Seeing this bridge really does feel like we've kind of done it, you know. Yeah, under the bridge. Here come the boys, here come the boys. So we set off in the dark today and we're arriving back in the dark. What a great day. The machine said a bit early on, he said it felt like a proper little micro adventure as this, and it has, in every sense of the word. Okay, so up ahead you can see a bridge, that's the rail bridge, and just after that on the left hand side is Marygate. That's where we're getting out. So I'm going to wrap this video up there. Thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself. Cheerio. Yeah, pleasure. Oh, my bloody feet. Oh, hell's tits. Oh, jeez. Come round here, you little shit. You're coming out. Oh, bloody hell, my knees aren't working. Oh. No. Oh. I'm out.